Hello students, I am Professor Kakade Vidi and welcome in a class for Structural Design 1. This is chapter 2, Design of a Connection. It is a fifth lecture, and in last lecture we have discussed different terminology regarding the connection of bolt. In the bolted connection, different terminology we have discussed. What are the different terminology and what are their specifications? So these are the terminology like pitch distance, gauge distance, edge distance, and these are their limitations like minimum pitch, maximum pitch, and all. So in this current video we are going to learn about the failure of bolted joint. So students, when we are designing the connections, it is not important how much bolts you are providing, what are the diameter of bolt, how you going to place it, but beyond this, the most important thing is that even on a different spaces or on a different criteria, the bolt should be sustained. So here it is important to check the connection or the safety of the connection on different criteria. So bolted joint may fail in one of the following 6 ways. So out of which failure can be checked by adheres to the specification of edge distance. Therefore, they are not much important whereas the required due to consideration. So all the checks are we not going to take while doing the design, but the all check must to know during the design. So here we are going to learn about these checks or the failure conditions, which are: first is the shear failure of bolt, okay. Next, second is the bearing failure of bolt or plate. Third is the rupture or tearing failure of a plate. Next is the tension failure of bolt. Next, fifth is the splitting of a plate or shear failure of plate. And last one is, and most important, is block shear failure. Okay. So in this 6 criteria, you might observe that there is a failure of a bolt or a plate. So it is not about the failure of only bolt, it is about the failure of connection. It might happen in some conditions like when the bolt is strong and plate is weak. At such condition, bolt sustain in the subjected load, but plate couldn't subject under the heavy load. So that's why we are going to learn where under which condition plate fails or under which condition bolt fails, or which are the different conditions for that. So moving forward, we are taking this first failure condition, which is shear failure of a bolt. So So shear failure of a bolt. So the definition is when two sheets are connected by bolt and the loaded by oppositely, the bolt crosses section withdraws shear failure. So here in the figure, first we are going to take a single shear failure. In the first figure, you can see there is a bolt. Okay, there is a bolt connected to two plated by lap joint. So this is most important. This is a lap joint, and both the plates are loaded in opposite direction. So it is loaded in opposite direction. So what happened in the on the surface or on the section of the bolt, the section or the cross section area which connect the both plate, on that plane the maximum shear force occurred. So that plane is known as an shear failure plane, or single shear or double shear. This is another part, but this is known as a single or failure plane, shear failure plane. So in the whole area or in the whole body of the bolt, only that area is subjected, maximally subjected under the shear force. So this shear force is more. So this shear force causing a failure of a bolt and break into two pieces. So a bolt may fail due to the shearing. The shearing may take place in a one section, okay, or in a two section. When it become a two section, when there is a three plates connected by the single bolt, okay. So when three plates are connected by single bolt, this is the double shear failure, and when two plates are connected by a single bolt, it is single shear failure, which is depend on the type of the connection. So this check we generally done while doing the design. So this is important in the while designing. You might ask that there is a value like number of shear plane which is in the single in when the two plates are connected, it is single shear or a single shear plane and failure plane, and the second when there is a three plates connected, it is double shear plane. Okay, so bearing failure of a bolt or plate. Next point is the bearing failure of a bolt or plate. So bearing failure of a bolt bearing failure is the failure which occurs in the plate when the applied load crosses the elastic limit. Okay, what the mean is that the force in the connecting part is transferred through the bolt by bearing action. Due to this action, the portion of the plate crushed, okay, or the bolt might be crushed due to the bearing action. Sometimes what happens in the connection, the load is transferred from bolt to the plate. It happens when the bolt is stronger than the plate. Okay, so bolt generally you can observe that if you put a pen in a paper, okay, you put a pen in a paper, insert a pen in a paper, when you pull the pen, the whole paper get bearing action and tear off. That kind of action happens in this kind of failure, which is known as bearing failure. Like here you can see that the bolt is shifted from this hole to the new position because of the plate is failed. How plate failed? It just wrap up, or it kind of waving shape is happen here. It happens when the plate is less strong than the bolt. Okay, or here you can say that the reverse or vice versa cases also happen, where a bolt is subjected under more stress than the plate when the bolt is less strong than the plate. Such situation, bolt also fail due to the bearing. Next failure is a rupture or tearing failure of a plate. In this failure, in this type of failure, it takes place along the weakest section of the plate. Okay, so here you can see that this is type of failure takes place along the weakest section of the plate due to the presence of hole. It may prevented by having fewer holes at the section, or the hole may be staggered. The tensile strength of the connection depend on the net sectional area of the plate. So here we are going to check about the we are going to take a check of such failure. So here I might to drag your concentration to the second figure, where you can see that in the whole section, whole area, if we consider a whole plane from a top view, there is a section considered as a section XX, where you can see two bolt holes are there. Okay, there are two bolt holes are there. So if we consider the cross section area for particular section XX, so particular section XX, we are considering that area. So you must to revise, or you must to remember the stress formula, which is sigma equal to P by A. Okay, which is sigma equal to P by A. When stress increases, when area is decreases. For a particular section XX, area decreases by the two bolt holes. So actually area decreases, stress increases, and that's why the particular section become weakest section, and that section is failed. Under such condition, okay, it is known as a rupture or tearing failure of a plate. So this section tear off from the main section because of the continuous bolting. If you want to avoid such condition, you can provide staggered bolting, or you can distribute the bolts at a different plane or different section. Next failure is a tension failure of a bolt. So it is happen to the bolt. Okay, this kind of failures are happen into the bolt when the bolt are under the tension. So threads failure of a bolt and nut assemblies subjected to tension is generally undesired because it is less ductile failure mode than a fracture of threaded failure. So in some connection, the bolts may be subjected in a tension. So fracture maybe takes place at the root of the thread. Since it is the weakest section, a same concept or same theory could be applied on this failure as applied on the previous failure. It is failed on the thread because it might consider that at the threaded portion the area reduces. So at the threaded portion, when the area reduces, at such situation stress increases. When the stress increases at such plane, then the failure happens. So it happens when there is a tension in a bolt. Splitting of a failure, splitting of a plate, shear failure of a plate, it happened due to the insufficient distance between rivets. When the distance between rivet end distance or edge distance is not provided properly, it shear or tear off from the base. So this is one of the more important point. in the next lecture we are going to learn about the block shear failure, which is more important according to the design point of view, because the question asked on the generally ask some questions might ask on the block shear failure. So thank you friend, and stay tuned and keep studying.